I'm Paul Keynes Douglas, playwright, storyteller, humorist, communicator, and I know the things that work. And when I'm in New York, I always check out CultureShare. Tanti Molto.
It's that time once again to put all of your inhibitions aside, free up yourself and delve into the sweet rhythms of the Caribbean. This is CultureShare. Today we'll be having some sweet calypso music, of course. We'll also be having some indigenous old talk, and our dear Atonia Pettiford will be back with a special edition of our Styles and Trends Minute, all happening on CultureShare. I am Harold PYSADEE. We're going to begin with a calypsonian who is a seasoned campaigner in the art form. He is Squeezy, and he's going to tell us a story about what he did to a lottery machine.
Bad lady, she come down way from north. Come down selling lottery, want me win the jackpot. She says Squeezy $1 for sure you have to win. So I start to push my number in she machine. And I push number 1, I push number 2, I push number 3, I push number 4, but she machine can't take more. Now I want to mash up the lottery machine. Mash up the lottery more. I push my number can't win. Mash up the lottery. I want to mash up the lottery machine. Mash up the lottery more. I push my number can't win. My number can't win. I push number 1. I push number 2. I push number 3. I push number 4. But she machine can't take more. Ding the bang bata, the bang bata. She open she machine and tell me to have a look. I pick up my screwdriver and then I start to juke to get the machine fixed. That was all my aim, in case I want to come back and try me luck again. So I push number 1, I push number 2, I push number 3, I push number 4, but she machine can't take more. Now I want to mash up the lottery. The more I push my number can't win. I want to mash up the lottery machine. The more I push my number can't win. I push number 1, I push number 2, I push number 3, I push number 4, but she machine can't take more. Play bang madam. Bet more, she say continue. I say listen lady, I don't like to gamble, but before I could think twice to take another chance, the woman shove she hand, feeling for cash down in my pants. So I push number one, I push number two, I push number three, I push number four, but she mashing can't take more. Now I want to mash up she lottery. More, I push me number can't win. Mash me number can't win. I want to mash up she lottery machine. Mash up she lottery machine. I push me number can't win. I push number one. I push number two. I push number three. I push number four. But she machine can't take more. Play bang madam. Lady, check the computer for me, because look, the machine now working properly. She say she only working for the company. Fixing the machine not her responsibility. So I push number one, I push number two, I push number three, I push number four, but she machine can't take more. Now I want to mash up she lottery machine. Mash up she lottery machine. I push me number can win. Mash up she lottery. I want to mash up she lottery. Mash up she lottery more. I push me number can win. Mash up she lottery. I want to mash it up. I want to mash it up, girl. I want to mash it up. I want to mash it up, girl. I want to mash up your lottery machine. Mash up your lottery machine. Push me number can win. Mash up your lottery machine.
Squeezy at the Mahalia Jackson High School in Brooklyn doing Lottery Machine, all happening on CultureShare. You know, top calypsonian from Trinidad, Crocro, had a calypso about Africa will rise. But in the true art form style, calypsonian Bally answered him and told him, boy, Africa done rise already. This is what Bally is talking about.
Crocro see the East Indians and their money. So he tell Africans to rise. The whole stadium went up in a frenzy. I couldn't believe my ears nor my eyes. But to use economics just to compare, to say Africans being left behind, it's to pay the wrong and distorted hit ya. Like the chains off your foot, but still on your mind. You see, Africans rise already. We rise already. Africans rise already. And we still rising from Dr. Williams to Manning. Africans rise. Billy Ocean, York the Steel King. Africans rise. Cyril Dubré and Bruce Prokop. Africans rise. Paisley Crawford on to Dwight York. Africans rise. From millionaires to sportsmen, in every field we climb. Africans rise. Long, 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 long time. We rise up long, 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 long time. Agree, we need to be thrifty, to put aside some for the rainy day, to get in more businesses, be more wealthy, abandon the style today for today. But don't compare African with anybody. Each race have its strengths and weakness endowed. Our economic plight may not be that healthy. I might be poor, but I'm strong, I'm black, and I'm proud. Africans rise already. We rise already. Africans rise already. And we still rising, but in self-confidence we lacking.
Africans rise.
I catch mighty joggers lapsing.
Africans rise.
When Chambers was running the country,
Africans rise.
Jockey tell him go Polani.
Africans rise.
Now the empire gone, but George is still fighting on, because we rise long, 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 long time. We rise up long, 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 long time. One of our weaknesses as a people, we love to pull down we own. We amplify the bad black people-ish trouble, and the good hardly ever shown. This crying down we self could be traced. So when they took we language, culture, we women, a travesty done only to the black race. But I must say we have come a long way since then. Africans rise already. We rise already. Africans rise already. And we still rising. Somehow we just feel inferior.
Africans rise.
To identify with Africa.
Africans rise.
You go on to dead with laughter.
Africans rise.
If I change my name to Baliwa.
Africans rise.
From politicians to the arts, in every field we climb, Africans rise long, 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 long time. We rise up long, 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 long time.
Errol Ballantyne Bally performing at the spectacular Calypso tent in Trinidad and backed up by Roy Cape Kaiso All-Stars. CultureShare on the move. We'll be back with some glitz and glamour.
But these days like something wrong. Johnny must be sick, sick. See a doctor quick, quick. The body must be sick, sick. But the doctor quick, quick. Johnny called the doctor.
Well, it's that time once again to welcome back our own Atonia Pettiford as she has a special edition of her Styles and Trends Minute.
I'm Atanya Pettiford coming to you from New York City, and welcome to Atanya Styles and Trends with the latest update on fashions, trends, great ideas, and of course, what's hot and what's not. Now, ABC is the home of the ever-popular soap opera One Life to Live, and we're going to visit Valerie Pettiford, who plays Sheila Price and is also multi-talented. Now, she's not only an actress, she's also a dancer and a singer. She's appeared in several hit Broadway shows, done numerous films and commercials, and is presently with the singing group The Stingers. Now, what's a typical day like for a successful soap opera actress? What really goes on behind the scenes? Let's go check it out. Camera crew ready. Hi! This is Valerie Pettiford.
Hi, how are you? This is my sister.
By the way,
Show. We love Hall.
Styles and Trends.
So we're going in to see the One Life to Live set.
Come on, gang. Come on, Ben. Come on, Melvin. Let's go. Hi.
Oh, this is my sister.
Hi, baby. Hi, Earl.
Okay, so this is the set, huh? Wonderful sets of One Life to Live.
Whose home is this?
That's a good question. They changed so much. I think this is the Buchanans. Okay.
Valerie's day begins at 7 a.m. in the studio with a rehearsal called dry blocking. This is where the director, script person, and set coordinator figures out what the actors will be rehearsing with script in hand. A sort of dry run-through without makeup or costumes.
Then from 10 to like 12:15, you do a thing called blocking with camera. So once again, no makeup, no wardrobe, no hair. With script in hand, you get on the set and actually block the scenes, and the director can see.
And let's see the hands in there, guys, across Clint, across Bucky. Little Three Musketeers kind of thing there.
Brother will move out, I swear to you. He will move out. Don't worry, just calm down, calm down. It's okay.
In this scene, Sheila's live-in boyfriend is upset, as you will see, about not having any privacy in spite of his demands to get her brother out of their love nest.
Keep on keeping on. And who you calling an old fogey?
Well, I was hoping to give him a subtle hint.
Well, baby, you were about as subtle as your brother's music. Look, Sheila, baby, I know you love your brother, but one of us has got to go, and it's not gonna be me.
I am sure he will start to look for his own place, okay?
Not as long as we keep feeding that little munchkin. Look, Sheila, Ben's a great guy. He's a great doctor, but he's driving me up the wall. Baby, please do something, okay?
I'll get it.
And look, if that's the pizza man, tell him he's got to take away the empties, all right?
No, I handle the shows, All My Children, One Life to Live and Loving, which are the 3 ABC soap operas based here in New York. What I do is I work with them in arranging personal appearances for the actors. I work with them in handling crews like yourself coming into sets. We have a lot of this. A lot of our local affiliate stations come in. They shoot behind the scenes. Because a lot of people out there really like to know what's going on. There are over 7 million people who watch the show regularly each week.
Any of those people in Europe?
Yeah, actually they're all located in Europe. We are seen in Italy, Turkey, Austria, England, I think. Each show is seen somewhere different. It depends on which show is syndicated where, but they are seen overseas. It's funny because our show Loving, who's actually our lowest rated show here in the United States, is the highest rated show in South Africa and Italy, of all, primetime, daytime, anything. So it shows you that some of the tastes that appeal to here in the United States, different ways to appeal, but they have incredible followings over there.
Valerie has been fortunate to be associated with one of the more popular soap operas, and in our next episode, she will give us a personal tour of some familiar scenes on One Life to Live, and we will hear her ballad dedicated to her mother, Blanche Pettiford. This has been Atanya Styles and Trends. Thanks for joining us.
It was great seeing you once again, Atanya, and hoping to catch up with you pretty soon. Don't stay away too long again, okay? CultureShare, on the move. Jason is a top Trinidadian calypsonian who migrated to Toronto, Canada many years ago, and he has won many a title in Canada. As a matter of fact, he's deemed the Trinidad Calypso Monarch of Toronto. Here is Jason performing at the Sunshine Awards, and he's asking Trinidadians, why do you treat your country so bad?
In my little hometown, when all is said,
We have the bourgeois vagrants and dread, known as the fun place of all nations, a tiny dot in the Caribbean. Hey. We have strikes and protests for so, like any other country, you know. Things kinda hard like you won't believe. There's endless pressure without relief. Hey. Bloodshed and coup, things we never discuss. We never thought this thing could have happened to us. Always on the move for things to get better, but we don't want nobody to get killed, no matter. Trinidad and Tobago, it's pitiful to see how we destroy you so. Soldiers, we are all you see. We hustle on to rebuild in unity. We should foresee things and be prepared. What happened next door in Grenada? Even in Haiti where hundreds die, we always ponder and wonder why. Hey. Now in my backyard in Port of Spain, innocent people get killed in vain. Looters attack every empire, but they should resort to bonfire. Oh, hey, Lord. Bloodshed and coup, things we never discussed. We never thought this thing could have happened to us. Always on the move for things to get better, but we don't want nobody to get killed, no matter. Trinidad and Tobago, it's pitiful to see how we destroy you so. Soldiers, we are all you see. We'd hustle on to rebuild in unity. Hey, 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 la, la, la. With hurricanes we get enough warning. You could prepare for the winds coming, but with a coup is a silent bomb. Man, you ain't know where it's coming from. Hey. Bodies were left in the open air. Bullets were flying from everywhere. We have to pick up the pieces now and carry on with the life somehow. Hey, 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 Lord. Bloodshed and coup, things we never discussed. We never thought this thing could have happened to us. Always on the move for things to get better, but we don't want nobody to get killed, no matter. Trinidad and Tobago, it's pitiful to see how we destroy you so. Soldiers, we are all you see. We hustle on to rebuild in unity. Trinidad and Tobago, it's pitiful to see how we destroy you so. Soldiers, we are all you see. We hustle on to rebuild in unity.
The dapper-looking Jason performing in New York City on CultureShare. We'll be back with a Caribbean entertainer who has taken to the cultural spoken word to make a living.
When I ready, she want me push me knife in the
Keynes Douglas is a well-known storyteller and playwright in the Caribbean, Europe, and North America, to a lesser extent, even though he'll be the first to tell you that he does not perform as much as he would like to in New York. But whenever he does, he creates a wave of sensation because of his ingenuity. Here is Paul performing at Brooklyn College.
Now, how many of you stupid? Put up your hands. Don't be ashamed. It's independence time. Put up your hand. Be independent. God made everybody, the dotish ones, the stupid ones. Okay, so we have a very intelligent audience. Okay, how many people know stupid people? Put up your hand. Okay, well, tonight I'll tell you the story. You see, a long time ago, when God made the earth, he made the moon, he made the stars, he made all the living creatures. And he made one man, Adam, a West Indian. Well, you know West Indian man already start to complain immediately. Tell God you don't like the place. Mosquito biting him. Lion this. The tiger this. Too much bush. Too much snake. You know? Why God bring him there? You don't know where he come from, but he was happier there. Well, boy, God get vexed. God say, oh God, man. What happened to all your West Indians? I gave you this lovely Garden of Eden, all these lovely animals. What you complaining about? Adam say, it's only me and these dotish animals. I want somebody to talk to. Make somebody for me to talk to, otherwise I'm going to leave. So God say, okay. I will make somebody for you to talk to. So God make Adam fall asleep. And God take out one of Adam's spare ribs. It was a barbecue spare ribs. And God put his spare to stand up like that, so. And get somebody, so, pow! And he wrung off the head here, so. And he wrung off the head here, so. More mud, pow! And he bring it down, so. And he bring it down, so. More mud, pow! And he bring it also, and he bring it down like that, so. Then he bring it also, and he bring it down like that, so. Then God smooth down everything nice. And he make some big toe and little toe and spanner toe down here, so. Then God smooth it every nice. Then God take this finger and watch it good. Then God juke a little eye there. And he juke a next eye there. He juke a nose there. He make a big pan cup mouth like that for talking. Then God put a little thing here so. And he put a little thing here so. Then God scratch here, he says something missing. So God put on your hand and he do that down here so. And Eve jump up, West Indian woman, start to complain immediately. She ain't like this. Tiger smelling bad. Put more teeth in the alligator mouth. Put more stripe on the tiger. Come down, your name Adam, not Tarzan. What you climbing for? Come down, come down. Well, you know West Indian man. Going by God, telling God, you see what I mean, God? I was happy here before. Having a nice time with all those lovely animals. Now you bring this dotish woman, give me a hard time. I'm going to leave. So God said, what do you want? I give you the Garden of Eden. I give you all those lovely animals. I give you this beautiful, luscious woman, and you're still complaining what you want. Adam said, I tell you, make people. You make one dotish woman, make people. I want more body to talk to. So God get vexed, boy. God said, okay, I'm going to make people. So God get one set of mud, and God started to make people like he mad. He make white people, black people, Chinese, Indian, half Indian, quarter Chinese, no teeth, big bamsi. God made people like he mad. You know, he make Jamaicans, give them reggae, make Trinidadian, give them calypso, make Grenadian, give them Gary. God do all kind of thing. And God put them out in the sun to dry. Then God take his finger and he say, this one good, this one good. And that's how everybody get navel. But God did not put in any brains yet. God tell Adam, let the people dry properly. And when they finish dry, go and wake him up. They're going to put brains in the people's head. Adam forget. He forget to go and wake up God. And all the people dry, and they get up, and they walk away with no brains in their head. So since that day to this day, all over the world, you ever set a stupid people walking around with no brains in their head? So look to your left and look to your right. you might be sitting down right now next to one of those dotish people who did not drive properly. So just hold the head and shake it a little bit. And if you hear nothing shaking inside there, you know for sure it's one of those dotish people. Thank you very much. Good night.
The goodly gentleman, Paul Keys Douglas, performing in Brooklyn, and right after that performance, I took the time off to have a chat with the august gentleman, and I began by relating to him that it's definitely not an easy task performing for various audiences after all these years and keeping in good stead. So what is it really that keeps him going?
I think I have a vision of the kind of work I do, what can be done with it, where it leads me to, and it is something I sort of stumbled into almost accidentally, because I began as a writer and then began to perform the work, and that took off, and more and more people asked me to do more readings, and then you reach a point where you had to make a decision about, you know, what to do with your life. And I made a decision, I think that this is what I was meant to do, because I feel so comfortable with it, and took it as a serious career and went full time. And I think the response is what keeps me going, because I've never had a bad moment in the career. I mean, I've had ups and downs, but the response, the fact that you're bringing joy to people, wherever you go, you're welcome, people like you, and people walk up to you and say, you know, they like this, you know, you can see the good that the work is doing, right? And I think in many ways, the things I do are very necessary for Caribbean people, because I'm talking about them, I'm talking about things that other people don't want to talk about because you can't make money out of it. Publishing work that normally publishers not interested in because why? They can't make money out of it. You know, and certain things that we have to do in life, we have to do because they're necessary to do. Storytelling, for want of a better word, you know, is not just storytelling, it's communication. It is talking to people, it's getting messages across. And in many ways, we are all storytellers. And how well we tell our story is very important to the success of what we do in life. So whether you're a radio personality, a politician, a priest, you know, we are all storytellers getting that message across. So storytelling has basically been a vital part of our Caribbean lifestyle without us even understanding it. I mean, reggae is storytelling, calypso is storytelling. But you see, the word storytelling is taken to be something like a extracurricular activity you do for fun. But people fail to realize that all of us have our stories to tell. We are always telling stories, whether it's in the media, whether you're a newspaper writer, you know. And when you stop to think of it, all of us have a desire to get a message across.
But it's not just a case of standing up on a stage and just telling a story. It's not a case of standing up, as I say, mouth open, my story jump out. It's not just a case like, it's a case of serious planning and structuring the story.
Yeah, because well, you see, I started off as a writer, and writers usually want to say something, have something to say. And good comedians and good storytellers have to have something to say. It's just a matter, I know people go on stage to give a joke to make people laugh. But the true performer, the true artist, has a reason for giving the joke. He's not just giving it for the laughter, because it leads into something else, or it comes out of something. And therein lies the message. And then if you're a serious communicator, everything you do has a purpose in it. The joke is just a covering for the real story. And people get it psychologically, subliminally, they understand what you're talking about. And this is how people relate to messages that are couched within the calypso, within the verse. Because traditionally we have always been people through slavery who have hidden our true feelings because of oppression. We never really said what we wanted to say. So we have learned to say it in dance and music that our own people understand. Now we are a little freer, we can come out a little more and say what we really want to say. We have sort of lost the art form of telling the story, of using our imagery that makes us Caribbean people. But it also makes us bad communicators to our children, because we no longer know how to talk to children. We no longer know how to use the environment of the home to drive home the point. These are things we have done instinctively in the old days. You know, we told children stories on Nancy, we had rhymes, we had riddles, all these tools we use to educate our children. Now parents are putting children in front of the television and letting television educate them. But you have lost that one-to-one relation. You can ask television a question, you know, and the television gives you the same thing the same way every day. Storyteller can vary his topic, vary his story, bring in a new example, you know. So the story is always different every time you tell it. There's always something different. And this is what life is all about, communication. And this is what keeping people together is all about, on a one-to-one basis. then people like you to talk about them, or people like you, because I used to do stories basically about Grenada and Trinidad, right? Because this is my environment. Then Vincent said, well, you're not, you mentioned St. Vincent. What about Barbados? So you suddenly become a Caribbean man, and your story is taking a little piece of Barbados, and you talk about West Indians rather than Grenadians or Jamaicans. You see?
Paul Keynes Douglas on CultureShare. We'll be right back.
From the day that I was born, I dreaming of a strange land that my old great grandfather Lion will away from me. But I get to understand, he's a slave master white man, take away my wealth and have me living in poverty. Took me from my homeland, brought me to this strange land, trying all their best to destroy my heritage.
A few moments ago, Paul Keynes Douglas was telling us about storytelling and how everyone has their story to tell. Well, one Calypsonian who tells his story emphatically is Praying Mantis. Here's Mantis defining Calypso for us.
What is Calypso? I want my people to know. From my research show, it's history of long ago. So I got to know my grandpapa sang so well. That's why I am sure my ancestor was a chant. Well, singing out the calling down the plantation. Yes, man, singing against slavery and bondage and oppression. My people must know the origin of Calypso. Sweet combination of the picong and extempo. And they must understand it's a cultural tradition handed down from slavery right onto the plantation. And like they never know, Calypso is redemption song that tells of the history and struggles of the African. We must all be grateful to our ancestors for being so faithful to this worthy cause. Now the whole world singing it. It was not in vain, for it's only Calypso that could ease the strain. Calypso is life, Calypso is living, Calypso is love, Calypso is giving. Calypso so real and Calypso so true, to ease up the pain and pressure mankind going through. Bambido, oh yes, Bambidai, aha. Bam bam bambido. What is Calypso? Caribbean man understand. It's a medium and a positive vibration. Let us not forget, Calypso was the first newspaper. Radio was not yet. The Chantwell was the first editor. Was the medium for the mass communication when they want to kill massa and burn down the plantation. My people must know the true history of Calypso. Sweet combination of the calendar and shampoo. And they must understand Calypso is the people's choice. When fighting the oppressor, for that is the strongest voice. And we must realize Calypso is the sweetest song, giving praise to society, but licks when we going wrong. We must all be grateful to our ancestors for being so faithful to this worthy cause. Now the whole world singing it. It was not in vain, for it's only Calypso that could ease the strain. Calypso is life, Calypso is living, Calypso is love, Calypso is giving. Calypso so real and Calypso so true, to ease up the pain and pressure mankind going through. Pam 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 pido. Aha. Oh yes. What is calypso? I'm ashamed we do not believe. It's the best folklore that express the way we live. And we too blind to see calypso as a rich legacy to open our eyes to a beautiful page of history written by the slaves for the future generations, to tell of their sufferings and their emancipation. My people must know the true purpose of calypso, that African gift handed down from so long ago. And we must understand calypso in this modern stage is Africa's legacy, such beautiful heritage. And we must realize calypso is inspiration, and it is a special guide for the younger generation.
Praying Mantis on CultureShare. You know, there's a saying that people in the Caribbean tend to believe that once a Calypsonian who is domiciled in the North America, for instance, and abstains him or herself from the festive annual carnival season, then people may tend to believe that that Calypsonian has gone through, so to speak. Well, that is the case with Calypso Rose. Calypso Rose has not officially taken part in carnival celebrations in Trinidad for a number of years, and people in the Caribbean tended to believe that maybe that was the end of Calypso Rose. But Calypso Rose has been working very hard in North America and Europe promoting the soca music. Well, because of those sentiments that have been expressed by the people in the Caribbean, Rose decided to come out with a calypso in that vein, and it was Rosie Don't Hurt Them. Here she is performing that selection in Grenada.
People talking in the Caribbean, how they can't hear my soca song. People asking and inquiring if Calypso Rose dead and gone. They say Denise Brahma take over. She is the queen of soca. So I rock back and shake my shoulder and tell them the real soca queen is here. Rosie don't hurt them, Rosie don't hurt them, Rosie don't hurt them. I say why, Rosie don't hurt them, Rosie don't hurt them, Rosie don't hurt them. They are your children. I say since when? Gum gum, gum gum, gum '77, it was heaven. I make room for women to pass. With me tempo, going down San Fernando, it was road march and talent brass. But the people seem to forget me. With me sweet melody, so I rock back with music in me head. Until I'm the real soca queen again. Rosie don't hurt them, Rosie don't hurt them, Rosie don't hurt them. Why, Rosie don't hurt them, Rosie don't hurt them, Rosie don't hurt them. They are your children. Oh, yeah. Papi day, papi day. I ain't boasting, not complaining, not a road march they never get. But they're talking and comparing how Calypso Rose all and wet. The only woman to win monarchy. I want them know that is me. Let me rock back with great desire and tell them the real soca queen is here. Rosie don't hurt them, Youth. Bambidam, 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 bambidam. Bele, 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 bele. Come, 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 be up. Come, 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 be up. Watch it. No, darling, you too small for me. Bump it up. Bump it up. Bump it up. Rosita, damn. Rosita.
Calypso Rose on CultureShare. That's all we have for you this week. It was great keeping you company. Hope you enjoyed ours. And the next time around, we'll be quite happy to do the same. Keep that smile on your face too. And if today's your birthday, have a great one. See ya.
So like a stand-up day, oh like a stand-up day, oh gosh, the strap. You whine in front of me, don't you know you're teasing me, oh gosh, the strap. She said, Mr. Leave me, I don't want no man to whine on me, but touch my bum, leave my bum-bum. Don't touch my bum-bum, I want you to leave my bum-bum. Don't touch my bum-bum. She said you could whine, 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 whine. What I want in you, Mr. Leave my bum-bum. Don't touch my bum-bum. You could whine, 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 whine. What I want in you, Mr. Leave my bum-bum. Don't touch my bum-bum. The girl I wish you would. Sing it long, bit and bambi. Bambi, bambi, bambi. Dig it. You think I'm making joke? You really think I'm making joke? No, no, mister, she said. I tell you I don't want no man to whine on my bam bam, leave me, mister. She said, so much woman inside the pet. How come you went? Harass them yet? Leave my bum-bum. Don't touch my bum-bum. Leave my bum-bum. Don't touch my bum-bum. She say you go whine, 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 whine. What I want in you, mister? Leave my bum-bum. Don't touch my bum-bum. Whine, 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 whine. What I want in you, mister? Leave my bum-bum. Don't touch my bum-bum. Hey, hey. All right. Yeah, what happening here? It seems like we have a lot of Yankee people inside here today. Alright? All of you happening. Everybody on this side here is West Indian. And all everybody on this side here is Yankee. Alright? All have all the things to wave. All have all the things to wave. I ain't hearing all you. Alright, you happening. After four. After four. After four. Jump up after four. After four. After four. After four, jump up after four. Yes, no. 1. Two. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump and wave. Everybody jump and wave. Come on, let me jump and wave. Everybody jump and wave. Come on, let me jump and wave. Everybody jump and wave. Come on, let me jump and wave. Everybody jump and wave. Hit the horn. Hey. Bing, bing, dang, 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 hey. Oh gosh. I'm getting left up anyway. I ain't even with it myself. Hey. Trying not to harass you, girl, I'm trying not to harass you. Oh gosh, this trap. The way shaking up your waist, I just want a little taste. Oh gosh, this trap. She said, wine up, any way you like, but don't touch my. Oh, we are tonight, you go like, leave my go-go, don't touch my go-go, leave my go-go.